Hello student, welcome to the third video of the poem If. In the first two videos, already I have explained first to third stanza. Now in this video, I will explain stanza 4, and after the explanation of the stanza 4, I will tell you its poetic device also. In the fourth stanza, the consequence of doing all of these ifs is finally revealed, but not before Kipling presents us with three more scenarios. So moving towards the line, let's start the explanation of the fourth stanza line by line. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. Now explanation of these lines. We should stay in touch with people from every class of society. We should be able to talk with common mass without losing our virtue or moral values. Again, we should be able to walk with kings without going beyond the touch of the common people. Now next line. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men counts with you, but none too much. Now explanation of these lines. We should build ourselves strong enough mentally and physically so that neither enemies nor loving friends can hurt us. Moreover, we should develop healthy relationships with everyone around us and should not allow anyone to harm us. If we allow someone to give us too much importance, we may be emotionally bound. That may restrict our freedom and prevent us from doing our duty. Now, next line. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. Now explanation of this line. Time is precious. A minute is filled with 60 seconds. Time is here called unforgiving as it waits for none and doesn't forgive him who wastes it. We should utilize every minute of our life in productive work. Now the last two lines of this stanza. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. Now explanation of the line. We can win this earth and everything in it. We can go to top of the world and rule over everything. We should be a complete and perfect human being. We should not forget that Kipling wrote this poem for his son, as it is addressed in the very last line. The poet wanted to show his son the right way to be a future leader, but it has inspired many a man in their journey of life on earth so far. So it was the explanation of the fourth line. Now Now I will explain poetic device of the poem. First of all, I would like to explain what is poetic device. Poetic devices are a form of literary poet device used in poetry. Kipling's poem If is full of figurative language and other poetic device. Now line by line I will tell you poetic device and the figure of speech. First the line, if you can dream and not make dream your master. In this line, poet has used personification figure of speech. Let me define personification first. Personification is attributing human characteristic to non-human objects. It means here personified, dream is personified here in this line. So poet has used personification in this line. Now the next line, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. In this line, poet has used metaphor figure of speech. First of all, I will define the metaphor. Metaphor are implied comparison between two different things where there is a point of similarity. So here is the similarity between the triumph and the disaster. So poet has used metaphor in this line. Next, anaphora. Anaphora is a rhetorical device that consists of repeating a sequence of words at the beginnings of neighboring clauses. In this poem, if is a collection of a number of if clauses which start with if you can. So in that way, the poet has used anaphora in this poem. Now synecdoche. Synecdoche is also a poetic device. First of all, I will define it, then I will tell you the line. It is when we use parts of something to mean the whole. Now the line, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew are parts to mean the whole body. It means here the heart and nerves and sinew are parts to mean the whole body. It part from here heart and nerves and the sinew, it means the whole part. In that way the poet had used here synecdoche. Now the next line, and it don't look too good nor talk too wise. In this line, poet has used assonance. I would like to define assonance also. Assonance is also a poetic device. The repetition of the same vowel sound in word close to each other is called assonance. As the poet has repeated vowel here and like O vowel repeating here again and again, so that's why here is a assonance. Now next line, if men count with you but none too much. Here the poet has used antithesis. Antithesis. Now the definition of the antithesis. Opposition or contrast of ideas or word in a balanced or parallel construction is called antithesis. As the poet has this antithesis, opposition here, opposite to, opposite and contrast, the thing poet has explained here in this line. So in that way poet has used antithesis in this line. If men count with you but none too much. So it was the poetic device of the poem. So it was the explanation of the poem. If I hope your concept related to the poem must be clear. If you like my video, hit the like button. For more videos like this, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.